Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are ready to begin. On the 2nd of September, 1980, the Cochran clan began. Proud parents Glennis and John gave birth to a baby boy, a little bundle of ginger joy.
On the 13th of March, 1984, the Bolton family sprouted one more. Proud parents Keith and Margaret gave birth to a baby girl, cheeky smile, blue eyes, and a shiny golden curl.
Bucking the system to be at the birth of his son, John expedited Joe's arrival with a bag of plums. Happy with their first attempt, they went on to try for more. Along came George and Katie, 2 more children to adore.
From that day forward, Claire would never be alone. Big sister Gemma waited eagerly at home. Everyone wanted to see the cute one. The Wettons, the Boltons, the Greens and the Walls, and let's not forget the Peaks, of course.
Joe was ecstatic with the birth of George, his brother. When asked if he wanted a hold by his mother, rather than smother George with kisses in an affectionate manner, he took repetitive blows to George's head with a toy hammer.
Claire's first few years were filled with fun. Craft classes with Madeline Jem and her stay-at-home mum. Lullabies with Sheila and acting classes next door. It's Claire's role in Super Key, of which I must tell you more. Danny Peake's strict filming schedule did not allow for breaks. The acting skills of Claire, Gemma and Mads called for many takes. When one half of the 2-headed monster was bursting for a wee, rather than shout Danny, Claire filled the costume full of pee.
Continuing his plan to be an only child, Joe set his sights on Katie, all innocent and mild. When using the bed as a trampoline, Joe delivered a swift kick to Katie's spleen. He managed to accidentally break Katie's leg, but was sure all blame was placed on George instead.
Luckily, Claire's acting skills have improved since then. She appeared on this very stage in The Railway Children. Before Claire became serious about all things theatre, joining the acting school of Kerry Day, I have a few more stories to tell you, which make Claire who she is today. Without Dave and Karen, life for Claire would never have been the same. 14-mile walks in the Pyrenees drove Melissa, Sean, Jem and Claire insane. One lengthy visit to the marmots resulted in a traumatic moment for Claire. After illegally feeding marmots jammy dodgers, she dropped her teddy down a lair. Luckily, a man in skis would do all he could to please the wailing, screaming little Claire, who looked down the marmot hole in despair. The rescue mission then ensued, but we could not coax it out with food. So the man took off his skis and fished the marmot out with ease. This was much to Claire's delight, who hugged the rescued teddy oh so tight.
As Joe matured, he turned his energies to music, playing piano, drums, and guitar. His passion for music and talents would end up taking him very far.
Following such character-building holidays, Claire certainly deserved a rest. A saucer full of raisins in bed would be best. But we all know eating lying down is never a good idea. Soon Claire had sucked a raisin up her nose. Oh dear. The family jumped in the car and headed to A&E, parking at the hospital for the usual extortionate fee. The doctor made it look like nothing was easier, as he popped out the raisin with his tweezers. Following this incident, Claire was a quick learner. Her school life was the next chapter in her page-turner.
Across the sea to England, the land of his birth, Joe experimented with hairstyles, blonde peroxide being his first. Pop gave him a running start, leading to enrollment at the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts.
The first school she attended was the Duke of Norfolk. Her favourite lessons, drama and music, who would have thought it? She then attended Glossop. It was here she met Janine, a friendship that would never fail. Claire's talent for singing meant from Glossop she did depart, as she secured a position at the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts.
Here we are, brand new day, the sun is shining and we're
Joe and Claire both loved their new life at Lipa, and especially loved to party in a great place called the Camel Club.
What up, Glossop? Thanks for coming down tonight. Let's show them how we do it, boys. Well, it's Friday night at the Camel Club, where the girls say, and the boys go show. Dance all night, we'll stand and be a poser. People mad at how these honeys don't even know ya.
All that up and ready to go. Dressed to kill from head to toe. 2 bottles of wine should be enough. Just hope tomorrow I don't feel love. Here's the club, I was so excited. But if you think please don't deny it. Maybe I'll see her at the bar. Friday night at the Camel Club.
Yeah, it's Friday night at the Camel Club.
Get on free at the Camel Club.
You can buy a drink and then you can get one free, yeah.
Dance and sing at the Camel Club.
People dancing and singing at the Camel Club. Oh, I strolled to the bar and grabbed myself a drink. When I noticed that girl is looking at me.
I can't believe it. There was breakfast in my stomach. I hope he doesn't see it.
Oh my God, she's coming over here to talk to you guys. All right, let her go.
Why do you want a drink?
No thanks, I've already got one. That was awkward. So much for acting like the big cheese. Run away with my tail between my knees.
Dancing in the club, it's so exciting.
It's mesmerizing.
At the bar. Friday night at the Camel Club.
Friday night at the Camel Club.
Get on free at the Camel Club.
You keep drinking, you keep drinking.
Dance and sing at the Camel Club.
People dancing and singing at the Camel Club. Yo, that's right. No, my
Friday night at the Camel Club. Get on free at the Camel Club.
You keep drinking, keep drinking.
Dance and sing at the Camel Club. Friday night at the Camel Club. Free at the Camel Club. Get on free at the Camel Club. I'm off to get some nice pizza from Honest Pizza.
We're off to grab a questionable chicken burger. So I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
All right, have a good one.
Well, that was the start of Joe and Claire as we know them now. Let the roller coaster of love commence.
What just happened now? I got these feelings. Wow. There's something about her in her eyes.
My life is about to change. You and my feelings took me by surprise.
Tell me what should I do now? Looking back on where I've come from.
Took some time to work on my love. Never guessed this is where I would be. Don't move too fast. This might not last. Just try and take one day at a time. My heart beats fast. Have I found love at last? Somebody I can spend my life with. Think you have been in love a million times.
When you're young and free and there's nothing on your mind.
Now this is something different and something that's new. A feeling you can't describe, but you know that you can do.
wondering if you want us to do something tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll check my diary.
Okay, cool. So I'll call you tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
All right, speak to you later.
tomorrow.
Bye.
I should take my time.
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 Take our time. What just happened now? I got these feelings. There's something about her in her eyes.
My life was about to change. You and my feelings took me by surprise. Oh, we should take our time.
Things were going great. It was only a couple of weeks into the relationship, and taking things one step at a time had gone completely out the window. They were practically inseparable. Things got even crazier when Joe met Claire's parents at her sister's 21st birthday party.
It's the day that new couples seem to dread. A day when you wanna make a good impression. Watch what you say and pay attention. Don't too quiet, too loud, too shy. Meet the parents. Meet the Birthday to you.
Tell me what you think about tonight. You'll be great, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just have a good night. You're 21,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
All right, come on. Can't be late.
Wait. Ta-da!
Great.
Just so you know, that's my brother, Uncle Granny, and my brother, Uncle Peter, and Claire, and my Uncle Dave, Jenny, Alex, and my boyfriend Dom, and last but not least, come on, go! Meet the parents. Meet the parents.
Gemma, study and follow. Doesn't like to be bored. She keeps buying shoes that she can't afford. She's the quiet one of the Bolton bunch. She likes to teach, likes to song, and makes a great lunch. And then there's me.
You're looking forward to spending Christmas with my folks.
In California.
California, here we come.
Tickets,
Money,
passport.
check. We'll soon be landing in LAX.
Ladies and gentlemen, please return your seats to their upright position and stow your tray tables. We will shortly be landing in Los Angeles, California, where the temperature is currently 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We hope you have a pleasant journey, and thanks for choosing Coch Bolt Story. Enjoy your stay.
And have a nice day. Christmas in Cali is gonna be great. What do you guys think?
Totally radical, dude.
Here they are, Auntie Betty, Uncle Eddie, Cousin Sandy, George, Chris, Uncle Paul, Jay, Peach, Julie, Paula, and Michael, JD, John, Robertson, Kim, bless the kids, Kristen, Kevin, Kelly. Wait, there's more. Big Steve and Sally, Ray, James, and Brett, and Scott, and Robert, who's married to Vic, with Lauren and Lisa,
After meeting the parents, their relationship went from strength to strength. But like all good things, this was soon to come to an end. With the final days of university getting ever closer, they both had to decide where their lives were leading them. Would their love survive in the real world?
Everyone's singing, everyone's dancing, time to move on, we're done with romancing. God and Greece, McCartney has given, everyone's living. Live the life, live the life, give it up for the labor life.
Joe decided to go back to California. Claire found a job in Turkey. This was the end of an era. Tears were shed, and words were said, and then it was over. Or was it?
Been so long in waiting for someone to tell me what to do. Now I don't know where I'm going to. She's the one I thought I knew, but time goes on and things fall through. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's the one I thought I needed. She's the one, but now I'm bleeding. She was meant to be forever. So why
As they say in another great musical, always look on the bright side of life. Things were again looking up for Joe and Claire, but they needed a little help from their friends and family. Please be upstanding with me and sing Stranger Than Your Sympathy. Realizing they were meant for each other, Joe knew what he had to do. You guessed it, here comes the happy ending.
There are certain points in our lives when all of the world seems against us.
Try and remember who you are. I'll be here to help you get through.
Just open your eyes, don't look down, don't look back. Just promise me you'll stay true.
And there's nothing we can do. Needed to
Forever away from yesterday. Who knows what the future will hold? We'll find out our own way. The world ain't such a scary place. Now I'm with you. Take my hand and let's make plans. Now we're together. Leading to forever. It seems like you knew this all along.
Well, as you know, I am always right.
That we were always meant to find each other.
How many
there's nothing we can do. Leading to forever, away from yesterday. Who knows what the future will hold? We'll find out our own way. The world ain't such a scary place. Now we're together. Take my hand, let's make plans. Leading to forever. I got it. Leading to forever.
So now things are back on track. The big day has finally arrived. As we know, girls can take a long time to get ready at the best of times.
Getting ready for the day of my life. I'm gonna work, you're gonna be super wise. We've done the run through, now you got the idea. Now all this does is make me feel real. Who's got the bouquet? It's blue. It's mine. Yeah. It's too. I'm gonna do my makeup. It's too sweet. Everybody ready? Who's got the bouquet? It's blue. Someone do the time flex. Yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup. It's too sweet. Give me a minute to stop. Under the collar, I'm hot. Driving me crazy, making me hazy. Take me ready or not. I'm gonna be good for you. Wrapped in my Take more than rain and clouds to spoil my day. 'Cause it's me and you, Joe, that's how we play. And from today, I'm gonna be signing your name. A trophy wife like I'm with Victoria Lane. Give me a minute, just stop. Under the collar, I'm hot. Driving me crazy, making me hazy. Take me ready or not. I'm gonna be good for you. Wrapped in my bag.
nervous, a little bit nervous.
He's nervous, a little bit nervous.
I'm nervous, a little bit nervous. Oh. gonna make it in time, but feeling like I'm taking over with nerves. Hoping I remember all of the words. This will happen only once in my life, so I'm nervous, a little bit nervous. 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 I know the way that I feel makes us all just a little more real. Just merely moments to go and it's time and here they come now. To make my baby legally mine. I'll just have to wait for the sign and I'm a little bit nervous. I'm nervous, a little bit nervous. I'm nervous, a little bit nervous. I'm nervous, a little bit nervous. Yeah. Thanks, needed that.
beloved. We are gathered here today for the wedding of Joseph and Claire. To you, Joseph Theodore Cochran, take Claire Hazel Bolton as your lawfully wedded wife. And to you, Claire Hazel Bolton, take Joseph Theodore Cochran as your lawfully wedded husband.
I do.
Shut up. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be. I don't wanna go home right now. All I can taste is this moment. All I can breathe is your light. Sooner or later it's over, and I don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. You can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moments of truth in your eyes. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Stay in. Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, one further indulgence, because nothing says steampunk vintage wedding like Stevie Wonder. Please be upstanding and join us in singing As.
Go on, that's the curtain. Thanks for coming.